Greetings everyone and welcome to Collector Corps. Today we're going to be looking at the Pulsecon exclusive Spider-Man the Animated Series Venom, and this is something that I've been so excited for. This was the only major thing I was really interested in from Pulsecon in terms of exclusives, and I don't normally go over packaging, but I kind of have to for this. It's so clean, it's so good, it's the classic look from the animated series. On the back, we do actually have a really nice, I guess, faded image. I'm not really sure what to call this, of Venom from the animated series. I assume this is actually probably a comic image based on that, but still very cool. You've also got, you probably saw it when I rotated it, but there is Venom on the side, same on both sides. And, yeah, legalese, blank on top. Let's just get this open, and I think I'll be gushing over the packaging that's inside this box as well. I'm so excited. And yeah, this is honestly fantastic. It's obviously the classic retro card that we've been seeing for everything Spider-Man animated series and everything Spider-Man in general. It works so well. I actually remember seeing the original version of this figure on this card back years ago in a Toys R Us, and at the time I didn't get it, and I do kind of regret that, but I love this. It's so much nostalgia. I really do just love this design, and honestly, as it got towards Pulsecon, especially on Pulsecon Day 1 before this came out, I was very much debating not getting it. Just looking at this though in person, I'm so happy I didn't miss out on it. It looks so good. As much as it's going to pay me, I need to get this out of the packaging, and we'll see what the actual figure has to offer. Oh boy, this is so good. And getting him out of the packaging, first I just want to say, I didn't destroy the packaging, I cut it through the bottom. It pretty much looks as it is. I am going to be keeping this in the actual big black box. But yeah, anyway. I'm not a box collector, I just like certain types of packaging, and that is something that I will definitely be keeping. This figure, though, I'm honestly lost for words. This is just such a cool figure, and as I say, I was very much debating just not getting this. You know, I love my Marvel Select Venom, I love my movie Venom, and I'll use those as comparisons later. I also very much I'm aware that they are going to be re-releasing this exact design, just without the blue and the red. I'm not the biggest fan in the world of Spider-Man the Animated Series, so, you know, it wasn't really a necessity that I got this, but in person, oh my, I don't know what I would have done if I didn't get this. I would have been so disappointed in myself. So, yeah, just going over the design, it's so good. There's some, what I assume is the new 3D printing tech. I'm not 100% sure, because that isn't sculpted as far as I'm aware, because I believe this entire upper torso is actually from, I think, Hyperion. I'm not completely sure on that. But there's definitely third dimension, you know, it's actually kind of 3D, and I'm sorry about my terrible painted nails. I do need to remove those at some point. But yeah, the colours are very vibrant on the blues and the reds. They go all over. It just looks perfect. It looks like it came straight out of the animated series, and that is a hard thing to actually capture in plastic, but they managed it. It just looks awesome. The fact that it's not like a pure black, it's like a bluish grey, which works so well. The whites are vibrant. I mean, it's Venom. I especially like the fact that it does have some of the more modern features of the Venom figures, where it has a little bit of tendrilness on the, I guess, the forearm. The hands are really well done with the claws and stuff. I honestly, I think this is probably one of the best looking figures I've had in a very, very long time. It looks just so good. I also do appreciate that the hands are different, despite them both being claws. That is a really nice thing. It gives you a bit of variety. It also means, like, with this one, you can, you know, grab a character by the neck or the head or whatever. With this one, it's more for holding actual, like, weapons or, you know, whatever you want to give to your Venom, I suppose. But yeah, this is just a phenomenal figure, and yeah, it looks so very good. Moving on to articulation, we of course have a ball at the head, which I think might actually, I'll remove the head. Yeah, it is a hinge and ball, so that allows for a lot of forward and a lot of back. Actually, putting the head on, you do lose a little bit of that, which is kind of unfortunate. Oh, yeah, it's a little bit awkward. You get about that much up, a little bit better. You're pretty much burying the chin. For down, pretty good. Yeah, there's the tiniest amount, but it's not really there. It could be a lot better, but I'm not really complaining. At the torso, we have forward crunch, goes pretty far forward. Back crunch goes pretty decently back. Swivel at the waist, which is always appreciated. Butterfly shoulders goes forward, back. Then at the shoulder, you have out. Very good, 90. All the way around swivel, you've got swivel at the bicep, always appreciated. It is a double elbow, but unfortunately it doesn't go much past 90. I understand why it's the case, but I would prefer if it could go all the way. In any case, still pretty good. And then we have side to side on the wrist, as well as swivel. Very good overall. We've got out on the leg. We've got forward, that much. Back, bit hindered by the butt sculpt, but AO. Swivel at the thigh, pretty useful. Double knee goes all the way up. You could probably kick his own back, actually, if you use the torso articulation. And then you have forward at the foot, backward at the foot, and forward-facing pin for rocker. So the pretty standard Marvel Legends setup. And, if you flatten his feet and make sure that his center of balance isn't all over the place, he stands with pretty decent ease, though I just knocked him over. That was my fault. That's because I haven't flattened his feet. If you flatten his feet, he'll be fine. There we go. For accessories, Venom comes with 2 claw hands that are actually different, 2 fists, which I do believe are the same in everything except for the colours, the head with the tongue showing, and then a head with the tongue in the mouth, which I actually really do like this look, but Venom to me always has the tongue out, so yeah, probably not going to use this head too much, but still, very nice option. It's also worth noting there are peg holes in the shoulders. These are, I believe, for a cape, for a different character. There's unfortunately nothing to go in those, but I'm sure you could probably make some tendrils or something like that. And most likely a future release of this figure, just without the blue and red, will probably have tendrils, but for now, there's just peg holes there. I'm sure you can fill them in with some putty or something. It's just worth noting. And for comparisons, starting with some more regular Marvel Legends figures, we have the Venom Pool Wave Carnage and the Walmart exclusive upgraded suit Spider-Man, which is the same as, or for the most part, is the same as the original upgraded suit. I like this. I think this works out real well. For Teenage Peter Parker being that much shorter than Eddie Brock, really works for me. Carnage, despite the fact that I know he's been shown to be taller than Venom sometimes, I always see him as being a little bit shorter, so this works very well for me. Very much happy with this. And then for some larger figure comparisons, we have the movie Venom, who is decently taller. I usually have him in a crouch position, whereas I think this guy will be in perpetual standing. I really like this, but yeah, it is weird to me how much bigger the head is on this Venom compared to this Venom. When this Venom's taller, it seems, the proportions are a little bit weird. Speaking of which, Marvel Select Venom, I think this is the second variation of that figure. I will first off say, just in general, he stands up so much easier than these two. He wouldn't stand up, and he's about to fall over any second now. I'm literally watching him slowly lean forward. I don't know if it's picking up on the camera very well, but he's slightly moving. And yeah, once again, very tall. The arms are so much longer on this guy. I think the proportions generally work so much better with this Venom compared to these two. But, they all fit different gaps in my collection, in my display, and yeah, I really like how they all look together. This is definitely going to add some great diversity to my Venom shelf. And then for mixed display, we have the Star Wars Black Series Stormtrooper First Version Battle Damaged and the Jazzwares Fortnite Legendary Series Fish Stick. Once again, really like the comparisons here. This Venom can literally fit into any display, in my opinion. Even probably Marvel Select pretty easily. I'm very, very happy with this figure. And on that note, that is going to be it for this review. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm so happy I ended up picking up this figure. I was As I've said multiple times at this point, I was very much debating not getting him. I'm so happy I did. He's actually now my favourite Venom that I have, which I didn't expect. I love movie Venom so much. I was not expecting him to be overtaken. But yeah, no, this is fantastic. I honestly, if you're able to get it from EB Games or I'm trying to think of the other places. There's a few stores that are selling him beyond Hasbro Pulse. If you can get him on Hasbro Pulse as well, if he's still in stock, just get this figure. It's so good. But yeah, that is going to be it for this video. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new here, ring that bell so you never miss an upload. I get a new review out every Tuesday and Friday, and do subscribe to see them every time I upload them. And yeah, I'm so happy with this figure. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.